Hey guys, Wiltimer Stuff is here. Welcome guys to my very first episode on Aftermath, which is my brand new survival world. Now, I announced that I would be doing this series in my last episode, and just to give you guys an idea of what this survival world is, well, it's pretty simple. It's just a survival world where a few of us, being myself and some friends, we play on it, we do some fun stuff, and overall, it's a really fun world that we've got so far. Now, as far as the actual name goes, the name Aftermath, I got the idea because we used to do realms before I made the survival world. And none of them turned out the way we particularly wanted to, and so we just figured out that it would just be better to make a survival world. Now, into this video, I'm going to be showing you all of the current bases that are in the world. There is 5 total that we're going to be going through, and let's just begin with the very first base. The very first base, if I fly over here, is by BKG Rocket. Now, he has a very farmer-like sense going on here. So, as you can see from the outside, you can see all of his wheat fields. You can see, well, 2 wheat fields, but still pretty big. And he obviously is a beekeeper. As you can see, he's got tons of honey just sitting in his hives from where all the bees have pollinated and have just been storing up honey. Now, his actual house is this very nice, modern, kind of natural style. As you can see, he's using natural materials like stones, and he's got some leaves dotted around. As you can see, tons of flowers everywhere, which is always good for the bees. But yeah, I really do like this modern style that BK goes for. Interior, not too much yet. As you can see, basic wooden flooring, a nice map right there, a dark room I definitely don't want to go into, and then this nice little lookout area over here. I got a nice bed and some storage in there. Overall, a very nice base by BKG Rocket. And yeah, he actually has a second part though. If we just fly over here, you'll notice that there is this little storage shed thing, which, as you can see, houses a bunch of cows. Leather is a big demand on our world, and yeah, he definitely likes to take advantage of that. So yeah, overall, that is gonna pretty much do it for BKG Rocket. So let's head over to the next base, which is by Chewable Man X609. Sorry. So as far as his base goes, oh, actually, hold on, before we get that, let me show this. This is Chewable Man's music disc farm. As you can see, if we go down here, we've got a nice skeleton back there, and then we have all the discs that are just, laying around and obtained. But yeah, overall, a really good farm, though. Anyway, as for his base, though, Chewable Man has made this really nice and very interesting, by the way. Little, I shouldn't say little, I mean, it's not that little. What would you call this? It's a very interesting style he's gone for. I was gonna say that zombie's probably gonna beat me up. Come here, zombie, die. So, as far as the actual base goes, in the inside, you can see we've got some very nice sandstone, cobblestone, strip wood combinations. Overall, it looks really nice, though. And, of course, this is his storage area. You can see he's got all the various different items stored in these chests. Go away, spider. Grass, dirt, some redstone coal, and some, sandstone stuff. Overall, a really nice base. And yeah, really nice base. And it's also very symmetrical, very cool. And on the outside, you can see there's a lot of sandstone, a lot of strip log, and a lot of cobblestone action. But overall, a really nice base. And overall, really cool in my opinion. And let's move on to the next base. We'll get into this in a bit, because that's not the next person I want to talk about. The next person is I'm So Epic 360. he has made what he calls the chunk base, which is a 16 by 16 hole right here, and he's built a base in it. As you can see, he's got a lot of the basic fundamentals to a base. He's got storage, he's got a bed, he's got some bookshelves, or sorry, that's an enchantment area, my bad, random music discs, access to a mine, and a nice little super smelter, and I'm not sure what that pressure plate is, but I do not want to step on it. Anyway, before we continue on, let me, go to sleep, get my main account in here, and, where's the bed? There we go. Alright, so we are sleeping, which is good, and there we go. It is daytime. Let me put my main account back in his little hole. Alright, there we go. We are good now. Alright, so, overall though, really nice base, and I'm really hoping that he does more with his base, because he seems to be a lot more interested in over at the main village, which, creeper, is where we're headed to next. So, the main part of, or I guess like the center of the world is this village over here. By the way, this is Mopar Mike's potato farm. He loves his potato farms, and you'll see it a little bit. Anyway, this is his house that he made, which very basic, cobblestone and wood design, but definitely not bad. And inside, you can see we've got some floating chests. This was actually this was from where he destroyed the default house he was living in, and then repurposed it into this amazing abode. Down here, this was actually Chewable Man's old base, but it has been repurposed and claimed, this is how he originally left it, but it's been claimed by Mopar Mike. And then down here is Mopar's, or I should say Mike's, that's the right word. We have Mike's downstairs kind of main area of which he's living in, I guess. I don't know, but he has a very confusing house. Down here, though, as you can see, he's got another potato farm because he is a mad lad, and through these doors is the trading hall that we have down here. A very basic trading hall. You can see we've got all the villagers, and then we have access to my gold farm back there. So overall, pretty simple to understand, and overall a really nice base for Mopar Mike. The village itself, I might as well talk about that, has been mostly destroyed. Specifically the houses over here, they've been destroyed and salvaged as much as they could, considering someone decided to burn and blow them up, so who knows. Anyway, back over here though, we have my starter base, which was just this little church. I'm still living in it. I mean, I hate living in it, but it gets the job done. Anyway, you can already see in the distance what my base looks like, or sorry, the beginnings of my base looks like, which is not much yet, but it is mainly the center of a, there we go, a quad iron farm. That is the main thing I want for my base, which is to be centered around a quad iron farm. Now, what's funny that I always think whenever I look at this is how different this place is compared to everywhere else. Everywhere else, it's all nice, it's aesthetic, it looks really good. And then over here, you get basically the technical player's standpoint. You have basically markers on the ground showing chunk boundaries. You've got 4 giant iron farms in the sky. And yeah, basically each of these iron farms is going to be centered within a giant tower, which is going to be pretty cool. At least I hope. I hope it doesn't turn out bad. I've got a pretty good design, I think, and I think it's going to be really cool. And yeah, overall, I'm very excited to get this done. Oh yeah, by the way, that is the only one that currently is working. The other 3 still need their villagers, but basically the frame and everything else is basically done. So overall, though, I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. Hope you all did enjoy the episode, and we will be doing a lot more in this world, and I will definitely be updating you all with more videos like this one, so be on the lookout for those. And without further ado, I will see you guys next time.